Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I need it.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Who is you? To make me believe otherwise. You couldn't stop what God create. A greatness running on my blood. Hello?
You that's watching this right now, this is your sign to stop playing it so cool. Put it in these bitches' face, cause you one of them ones for real. These bitches be pretending. Ha! Clock that see. Thank you.
Kai Storm in the building. How you doing? It's Tuesday again, and we're here for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Yes, indeed. As you can see, I got a new mic. And this time I didn't even have to order online because trust me, when I tell you, it wasn't just trying to avoid shipping. It was just like, I just want to get it. I don't want to wait. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to wait. So I was able to hit up a store that had these and buy it. And now I'm good. And yes, watch Pretty Nails. Watch Pretty Nails. Watch Pretty Nails. Yes, indeed. Watch Pretty Nails. Yes, I mirrored that. I mirrored that. Can't see yourself? You can't see yourself? Yeah, man. Pretty Nails in the building. Always. Pretty Nails in the building. And we never do $40 nails, no press-on nails, pussy. Car, you meet me in a good clothes, good ear, and good nails. So you have to maintain that so good. Me nah ask you. But yes, let's do a little recap, shall we? Because I ain't never did a recap before, but let me do a little recap because yes, we gonna get into the fact that yes, the main thing that was going on in last week's episode was Yandy versus Rashida. And baby, Yandy versus Rashida was a whole reaction by itself. Like literally, I posted a video on I posted a video a clip of my review on my TikTok page. Baby, it got almost 150,000 views. And when I tell you people is arguing in the fucking yo, me say me I watch people argue bad to blood clot bad in the comment section. And me just I walk around and I like people things. Like me just I hit heart everybody things cause them in me thing a chat and I run up the numbers, you know what I mean? I say I'm glad for it. But boy, the argument did get deep, me said the argument did get deep and things. Look for that, like, watch that together. So first of all, Yandy, real talk, this should have been a NYC hat. But I feel you. You were a hat with the A. I guess. Why you looking at her like that though? Look for that, like, watch that together. So first of all, Yandy, real talk, this should have been a NYC. So yes, people, I definitely want to see where this picks up at, where we gonna go with this. From last week clips, I see that Sierra's husband, his brother, is gonna be claiming to be having sex with Salma. Funny how I remember her name, Salma, which is 24's wife. And I'm assuming that news is going to be put out somewhere, somehow. And and what else? Shit, I don't know what else is going on, but we here for it. Yes, indeed. Make sure to spread the word. Spread the word, tell a friend. You know what I mean? I got 848 subscribers trying to get to the 1K, baby. Trying to get to the 1K. Trying to get past 1K, but trying to definitely get to the 1K. So spread the word, tell a friend, jump in the comments, keep it cute. And definitely check out Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, the podcast. Definitely check out EENY Eyewear at EENYeyewear.com. That's my channel sponsor. And for those of us that live in the NYC area and want to be able to come to the shop and get your eyes fly with EENY in person at 145 Front Street, 145 Front Street in Brooklyn, New York, the Dumbo area. The store will be open every day starting tomorrow on Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and I'll be the host. So come through, get your eyes fly with EENY. Definitely check out my book, That One Voice Revised Edition. You can also get an autographed copy of That One Voice Revised Edition directly from me at the store too. So you got a whole bunch of reasons to come to the store. Yes, but let's get back to to what we here to talk about. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Wait a minute, what's the name of the episode? Hold on. Okay, so the episode is called A Commonwealth of Problems. The Frosts wonder if Scrappy's trip will land them in a tropical paradise or a cold front. Yandy and Mendici start to realize that their relationship may be dead in the water. Child, whatever y'all planning to do on this TV screen. And then Sierra's brother-in-law reveals Salmon's commitment, or lack thereof. Or lack thereof, child. Child, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Now, I could talk about the little scenes that they show in the front, but they not memorable enough for me to even talk about it. Carly discussing some restaurant and some other fuck shit going on over there. The main thing, yeah, Mendici and Scrappy talking, and Mendici or Scrappy invites Mendici to the Puerto Rico trip, and now there's some kind of men event going on at Jock's house where the men are getting massages and shit, and it's Jock, his brother, Scrappy, and Lil Zane, and they all talking about how they having events. They tired of having events where they got to pick out who they want to invite, and then they tell Kirk that we invited Medicis to the Puerto Rico trip. You know what I mean? And now we having some scene where I'm assuming Sierra is making music, her and her husband, and I'm just like, what the fuck is she doing in the booth? Who wrote these lyrics? Who told her she could spit lyrics in the booth? The fuck out of here! Some bullshit is what the. So, in this said studio session that I believe should not be happening with Sierra, because who the fuck asked for these bars? Who asked for these pussy ass lyrics is what I'm saying. But I digress a bit. While they're in the studio session, apparently Sierra's husband's brother, because I can't remember his name right now, pulls out his phone and is showing text messages that were recent, as in a couple of days prior to that said studio session that shouldn't be happening in the first place. So it's a situation. It's definitely a situation, and it's going to be discussed. And I'm looking forward to the motherfucking messiness. Absolutely. But yes, Sierra, the tight face crew. Because the man literally said that the tight face crew is smashable because he started talking about Carly Red. And then this bitch gonna say that our faces is tight, but our coochie is tighter. I sincerely doubt that. Especially Carly Red's. That shit's got to be hanging on by a motherfucking thread. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. But that's my unpopular opinion. Carly Red's pum pum is hanging on by a motherfucking thread. That is it. Okay, we have our first stop tape moment in the building. Yandy is walking into some restaurant. I guess she's meeting up with Mendices, and Mendici Mama is here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wonder what the fuck this shit gonna be bringing into. Yandy. You dead ass that it's keeping up this bullshit ass lie talking about you emotionally cheated? Are you seriously looking people in their eyes and telling them, saying, no, get where the pum pum? Nah, go get where. Nah, go. That was you? Cause y'all, what me say? You and him there. Like Vibes Cocktail. You and him there. Me and him never there. You and him there. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. So the reason why Sierra's husband's brother was mentioning Carly Red is because he trying to hit that. He trying to hit that. So apparently, in front of Carly Red, the mouth of the South, that we all know, like you can't spill no tea in front of her because she gonna spill it. So it's Carly Red, Lil Zane, Sierra, and her husband Zay, and they getting ready. They talking about this trip and who invited and whatnot, and then they start talking about 24 and Salma, and apparently Carly says that I know Salma for a long time, and Lil Zane says that I've known 24 a long time. That's my boy, and literally fucking Zay about to spill the beans that he know that Selma is fucking his brother, and fucking Sierra's like, yo, chill. You ain't gotta say all that dry snitching right there. You can keep that in your throat. Like all that shit that you about to let out, you could keep. Like all that shit you about to let out, you could keep inside. You feel me? But he ain't let Carly know because Carly walked away before and she apparently she ain't asked no questions. That is unlike Carly. But he did spill the beans in front of Lil Zane. And Lil Zane, we already know that's the man version of Carly. He finna tell. He finna snitch. Ciao. Let's get to it. Okay. So there's a couple of things to unpack here in this scene. Now, we find out that Selma and 24 have been married 9 years, and they never really had a honeymoon. So they're gonna celebrate their 9-year anniversary and do a little honeymoon with this Puerto Rico trip. And there's all kind of conversations going on, and everything is good, and and it looks like a cute little date between husband and wife and whatnot. And Salma automatically says, oh yes, other people might be about drama, but we ain't about that drama. And I'm assuming she's talking about Mendices and Yandy and and Kirk, Rashida, and she might even be talking about Kendra and motherfucking Jock and shit. You know what I mean? Although we already established from last episode that Kendra is not going on the Puerto Rico trip, and Kirk has been Kirk and Rashida has been invited. Kirk ain't happy that Yandy and DC coming, but it is what it is. And you know, and so far the only people that know about Selma is Lil Zane and Sierra and her husband. Okay? Okay. Now, I forgot to mention that there was a little discussion about Mendici and Yandy, where Mendici says that yes, Yandy knew all about the voice notes and the extra chicks and whatever, but apparently it was a surprise when he found out about Yandy and the London nigga, and all Yandy is willing to admit to is some kind of emotional cheating. And baby, none of us is believing that bullshit. Emotional what? Oh, so you was in an entanglement. You was in an entanglement. No, you was entangled. Your legs was entangled in a same leg. And things did connect. Kayotada. And the main reason why I want to talk about that is because it's going to be mentioned in this upcoming conversation between Yandy and Medici about, what he don't know that she did on the side and whatnot. So, you know what I mean? And even that point was brought up in the argument in my clip on my TikTok page. One of the people actually said yes. You know what I'm saying? Yandy different from Rashida because Yandy got her lick back. You know what I'm saying? Rashida right now she raising somebody else's child, while meanwhile Yandy went to London and got her back blowed out. Like we not the same, bitch. We not the same. No. Now Yandy, I ain't saying you in the scene you ain't hurt. But where the tears at? Because all this voice changing and rocking and this bitch coming along to hold you and care for you and shit. I would expect that at least one teardrop would have rolled down your face by now. Roll down past all that, all of that shit you got on your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on, Yandy? I see no tears. I don't believe you. I see no tears, and I don't fucking believe you. So in that scene, we saw Yandy was talking to who was that? Like her cousin or something like that. Yeah, I think that was her cousin, and she's rocking and doing all the, the tear jerking movements that's supposed to make you, feel some type of emotional way about what she's talking about. And, she's saying that, she's exhausted about fighting for her relationship because she feels like she showed up for Mendici all through his life, was fighting his baby mamas and stood with him while he was in prison. And now that he out, he not showing her the same. He not standing up for her like how she stood up for him and shit. So, it's just a whole situation and shit. And she's tired of fighting. She's tired of crying. And even though we didn't see no motherfucking tears, she want him to respond accordingly, I guess. And I guess. But like I said, we gonna go into a scene where him and her talking, and he gonna confront her like, "Bitch, you was in London doing some shit, and you and I still don't know what." I told you everything about what the fuck I was doing, but you was in London and I don't know what the fuck you was doing, and you trying to tell me about emotional cheat. Please explain what the fuck that. No, you was in an entanglement. Is that what you about to tell me? Yeah, man, entangle and things. You know, say them entangle in other flowers and I fuck for hours. No, we can fuck for hours next to the flowers. Sit down, me wood, girl. God, that shit I do in London. Yes, man, shit I sit on palm big wood. Big wood and I remember nothing but no in DC. A blood clot lie. Nah. Now this scene between Yandy and DC where they're discussing what's going on in their relationship, where, you know, they're simply not seeing eye to eye, and DC want to go ahead and go to Puerto Rico with the boys, and she's like, you know, I'm finding out shit about you from other motherfuckers that I don't know, and then he hit her with the bitch. There's a lot of shit that I don't know about you. You want to talk about it on camera? And she literally gave him that look like let's not even go there. And then of course he's like, all right then, so figure it out what you want to do and shit. Now, and then of course Yandy came up with, you think we need some space? Shit. Look here. I feel like all those signs is telling me that yes, they had a conversation about this shit, and Yandy probably didn't dead ass, you know, own up to sleeping with with the next man, and maybe because and I'm assuming that she wouldn't own up to that based on the fact that if he don't got no real proof, then what the fuck am I going to tell on myself for? I ain't finna dry snitch on myself. Like, the only thing he got is my best friend, my so-called best friend, snitching and shit. Ain't no real proof that anything happened. Therefore, I'm not about to snitch. Therefore, it is what it is. He could believe what the fuck he want to believe, and you know, as a man, he looked, you know what I'm saying, it's unfortunate, but when men get cheated on, men look at it worse than when you know what I'm saying, than when they do the cheating in the first place. And that to me is so ridiculous, because it's the same for the same as 50 fucking 50 as far as I'm concerned. You doing the same shit that she doing, the fuck? But for some reason it seemed worse what she did than what you did. And obviously it's definitely a situation between Phil and DC, because she ain't give up no details and he ain't find no details, and she ain't finna snitch on herself straight up and down. Fuck that. I agree with that bullshit. Now, the conversation ended with Yandy walking away and him sitting there enjoying the motherfucking food like, I'm gonna eat this food, bitch. I'm gonna eat this motherfucking food. You can walk away, but I'm gonna eat this food, ho. Straight up. And the episode ends with Lil Zane, Ashley, 24 Hours, and Selma landing in Puerto Rico and talking about who's gonna be on the trip, who not gonna be on the trip, this, that, and the other, and his little brother. But on the next episode, though, they showing clips, of course, and the first clip they show is Mama D. She wants to get with Bambi in order to hang out with her grandchildren. Everybody's landing in Puerto Rico, including Spice and Scrappy and Selma and her husband, and of course, Lil Zane is talking shit because Lil Zane knows a secret, so he's talking shit. And then Ashley is in some scene, he pissing off Spice, and Spice is letting her know real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, Lil Zane picks and say some fuck shit to a motherfucking Spice, and Spice said, "Nigga, I got tea on you and look at my friend when we was in London. I suggest you shut the fuck up." So you already know next episode gonna be spicy, and of course, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing y'all here and watching it with me, of course, and definitely bring other people with you so other people can subscribe to my unpopular opinion. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, definitely check out my book. Ooh, yes. As you already know, this is a weed friendly channel right here. So I'm definitely inebriated by the end of the episode. Anyway, so check out my book. Check out my channel sponsor, EENY at EENYEyewear.com. If you are in the New York City area, definitely come through starting tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., 145 Front Street in the Dumbo area. Yes, indeed. Come through, get your eyes fly. Don't be shy. Get your eyes fly. Come through and buy. Definitely check out my book, That Won't Voice Revised Edition. You know what I'm saying? See you next week. I'll see you anytime I have an unpopular opinion. You feel me? Yes. Appreciate you for watching. And definitely keep it cute in the comment section, because I will be responding. I will be reporting and deleting. Okay? Okay. That's how we do around here. We report and we delete.